This is Tanisha Laverne Grant with BlackInAmerica.com. Super excited to bring to the platform this afternoon two very beautiful people who are willing to risk it all in a brand new series by Leigh Davenport and Yvette Lee Bowser from the world. Stephen Bishop and Corbin Reed, y'all are killing it on the show, killing it. Corbin, I want to start with you ladies first. Let's just talk about your character, Sunday. You know, this girl has so much that she is putting on the line for this man. Yeah. Have you ever done that, Corbin? Have you ever been willing to risk it all for love?
I mean, yeah, I think when you're in love, period, you're risking it all, right? You're giving someone your heart and you're being vulnerable with someone. And there's always a chance that it could be misused or abused and you could end up hurt, or even if they don't misuse it or abuse it, you lose it. You lose something that means a lot to you. And anytime you open up to someone and you're vulnerable, it's hard because you want to work. And it takes two people. So there's that side that's like unpredictable. So I've never been in this particular situation that she's in with Matthew, where she's with like an older guy that she also works with, and is in like a position of power at her place of work, and then also has a child. It's a lot. She's taking on a lot for like a young woman, but I think, she's taking on stuff that she finds that she's like, she loves him very, very much. And she loves this little girl. And even though it's complicated, she wants to make it work. But I think Sandy's main sort of like struggle is that she doesn't lose herself in the responsibility. She doesn't lose herself in the sort of like, taking care of them and not taking care of herself and her wants and her needs. Just not getting lost, and also in the professional setting, not getting lost in his vision, for his dissertation and his his is about mass incarceration and how it affects the Black male, and it's like she's studying underneath him, so she's got to also find her own voice at school,
right?
And
yeah. I mean, she's also a Fulbright fellow too. And, this relationship, she is compromising, the integrity of everything that she's worked for in her own lane and her own career, and that trajectory, it could have gone or could go up in smoke. We don't know. The audience doesn't know yet because we haven't seen the show. But yeah, I mean, that's something to really, really think about. So, when I'm asking, have you ever risked it all? Yeah, we talk about love, but we often think that, okay, we can find love again. But in these rare air spaces, do we risk that, for love? So Stephen, I want to talk to you just a little bit about, your character, and being in that position. Again, this is a rare air space, to be a professor, on his way to being tenured, and having this profession. I mean, this relationship with this beautiful young woman, is that something that you in your personal life have ever been faced with? Or do you know someone who's ever been faced with that? And what has been your advice to them?
No, I haven't been in a situation where I had that much on the line that was at risk. I don't know that very many people have, you know what I mean? I think that that's something that people kind of tend to shy away from and are scared of, getting too close to that fire, because they don't want to get burned. They don't want to risk everything they've worked for. I think that takes a very special and strong kind of love. And so, no, I haven't experienced that kind of risk it all type of a situation. But I do think that Matthew in this situation, I think he's a little bit cavalier about what he's risking. I do know he risks his tenure, but he understands that he's a superstar professor. If he loses that tenure, that's kind of just going to open doors for other things in his mind. I think he's more concerned about what Sandy is risking, because he knows that she is not as established, and she does have the prospect of losing everything and having to start it over. Matthew's not going to have to start over if he loses this job. There's going to be another job for Matthew. But if
Wow.
Sonny gets
Wow.
if Sonny gets kicked out of her PhD program and that school, then how is she going to do that the next go around? How is she going to get into the next school to finish that PhD with that on the record?
Yeah, she's definitely being a bit reckless, which seems actually the way, for who she is kind of shocking. And that's why I keep saying she must really be in love with this person, because she's risking a lot. She's risking losing it all before she's even really started. So yeah, it's a lot.
You guys do it so well. You're both well cast in your roles. I cannot wait for the rest of the country, the rest of the world to see this show. It's one for the books. Congratulations on you both. Again, you guys tune in to Run the World. Executive produced by legendary and veteran television producer Yvette Lee Bowser and Leigh Davenport. Run the World comes out on May in Starz. Again, Tanisha Laverne Graham, blackinamerica.com. Thank you so much for your time, Stephen. Thank you so much for your time, Corbin.
Thank you.
You know?